can maximize your talents and skills and capitalize on emerging opportunities, we can secure outsized benefits early enough in our careers. When I was working at a venture capital firm, I encountered a new term that was previously unfamiliar to me: SEDI. SEDI stands for socially and economically disadvantaged individuals. These are defined as individuals who face significant barriers and disadvantages in terms of social and economic opportunities. They are often marginalized or underserved populations that experience systemic discrimination, limited access to resources, and reduced opportunities for socioeconomic advancement. SEDIs can encompass various groups of people, including the following. Number one, racial and ethnic minorities. These are individuals belonging to racial and ethnic minorities groups such as Black Americans, Hispanic Americans, Indigenous Americans, or Asian communities. And these people often face systemic barriers and discrimination that limit their access to resources and opportunities for wealth creation. Number two, these can be immigrants and refugees. Immigrants and refugees, especially those from economically disadvantaged backgrounds, lack access to economic resources. Going on to number three, women in general. Women, particularly those from marginalized communities, often encounter gender-based disparities and biases that affect their economic opportunities. Going on to number four, individuals with disabilities. People with disabilities face barriers related to economic accessibility and societal attitudes, which can limit their income potential and hinder wealth accumulation. The next group, which is the fifth group, is a group of low-income families. Individuals with low income per family often struggle to meet their basic needs, let alone focus on wealth creation. SEDIs can encompass a lot of other people, but for the sake of this video, I'm just mentioning those ones. SEDIs face several challenges when it comes to creating generational wealth. These challenges can significantly impact their ability to accumulate and transfer wealth to future generations. Some of the key challenges include limited access to capital. SEDIs often lack access to adequate financial resources, including capital for starting or expanding businesses, obtaining loans, or making investments. This limited access restricts their ability to leverage financial opportunities and generate substantial wealth. Educational and skill disparities is another factor. SEDIs may face educational and skill disparities due to factors such as limited access to quality education, inadequate training programs, or systemic barriers. These can result in a lack of marketable skills or qualification needed to secure high-paying jobs or entrepreneurial success, impeding their ability to generate wealth. Systemic inequality and discrimination is another factor. Historical and systemic inequality and discrimination can create barriers for SEDIs to achieve economic advancement. Discrimination in employment, housing, and access to resources can limit their opportunities for wealth accumulation and hinder their ability to break free from cycles of poverty. The other factor is limited networking and social capital. In most cases, SEDIs often face challenges in building networks and accessing social capital, which can be crucial for career advancement, crucial for business opportunities to open up, crucial to accessing investment networks. This limited networking of opportunities may restrict their access to mentors, potential investors, or influential connections that can help accelerate their wealth building efforts. The next factor is lower asset ownership and home ownership rates. SEDIs tend to have lower rates of asset ownership, including home ownership. Home ownership is a significant wealth building tool as it provides equity and stability. Limited access to affordable housing options and discriminatory lending practices can impede SEDIs' ability to accumulate assets and generate wealth. The other factor is wealth inequality and intergenerational transfers. Existing wealth disparities make it challenging for SADIs to access intergenerational transfers of wealth without inheritances or financial support from previous generations. They lack the resources necessary to start businesses, invest, or pursue higher education, which can perpetuate the wealth gap. Then there is the usual one that is always being talked about, which is limited financial literacy and planning. SADIs often face limited exposure to financial education and lack the necessary knowledge and skills to make informed financial decisions. This can result in challenges related to budgeting, saving, and investing, hindering their ability to generate and grow wealth over periods of time. Addressing these challenges requires a multifaceted approach involving policies that promote financial inclusion, equitable access to education and training, fair lending practices, mentorship programs, and initiatives to foster entrepreneurship and wealth creation within SADI communities. Additionally, providing comprehensive financial education and guidance can empower SADIs to make informed decisions and navigate the complexities of wealth creation effectively. While the American government is making efforts to create access and opportunities for these individuals through programs like the SSBCI, we must also reflect on our own actions and mindsets as SADIs. While we advocate for institutions and capital allocators to prioritize equity in capital distribution to address financial inequality, we should also turn the focus inward and ask ourselves as SADI individuals what steps we are taking to improve our financial positions. Are we targeting the right opportunities? Most of the times, our mindset limits our growth by fixating on short-term gains or settling for small-scale opportunities. It's crucial to convey the message that ordinary individuals, regardless of their appearance or background, can achieve extraordinary things. The key lies in pursuing opportunities that align with long-term wealth generation and creating networks and partnerships that will pay off in the future, not only in the short term. And I think one common issue is the lack of strategic clarity when it comes to planning financial and career goals. Many individuals dream of achieving certain financial milestones, but if we closely examine and look at the career paths that they choose, it becomes evident that those paths won't lead them to their desired financial destinations. We must acknowledge that delayed gratification is challenging, and there are various reasons why people cannot afford to delay their responsibilities. For example, the black tax is a real burden among black communities. This is where individuals are often obligated to support their siblings, parents, and even extended family members. The need to secure immediate employment to cover these responsibilities can divert attention away from long-term financial planning and building generational wealth. Moreover, there is a lack of understanding among many individuals regarding the changing dynamics of the world. Some people cling to outdated notions of wealth creation, failing to embrace the evolving economy and its transformative potential. The focus remains on outdated methods that were successful in the past, rendering many individuals irrelevant in the current landscape the moment they finish their training or the moment they graduate. In fact, this has been a recurring trend for the past decade, leaving some individuals behind who thought initially they had it figured out. So in summary, it is crucial for ordinary individuals like us who do not come from privileged backgrounds to develop strategies that will enable wealth accumulation over the next 5 to 10 years. I think this approach is essential for creating generational wealth that will benefit future generations. And I think while passion is often touted as the driving force behind career choices, it may not be the most practical approach for those without significant financial resources. In the early stages of our careers as SEDIs, I think it is strategic to prioritize financial freedom and aiming to achieve our first million or our first $100,000 as soon as possible, rather than relying on passion to determine our professional direction. I think it is important to understand that passion can be discovered at a later stage through making a positive impact and achieving success in our chosen fields, despite the field that you might choose in the first place. And I think therefore passion can be a result, not always a cause. Instead of fixating on your passions, I think it's crucial to consider the intersection of your talent, your skills, and the demand that is around the world. And I think if you can maximize your talents and skills and capitalize on emerging opportunities, we can secure outsized benefits early enough in our careers. Coming from developing countries, passion might not be the driving force for many of us. We are often motivated by the desire to escape poverty and establish a solid foundation for ourselves. And I think our why should revolve around survival and building generational wealth rather than purely pursuing a passion. I think by focusing on skills, demands and emerging opportunities, and your financial goals, I think we can break free from the limitations that come with financial constraints that are always around us. So I think being strategic about the jobs we choose is essential. While few people will wake up excited and passionate about, let's say, cleaning toilets, if such a job provides the opportunity to earn millions of dollars, it might fuel passion to some extent as a result. The initial goal here should be to change our lives, not to merely fulfill our passions. When considering our life's pyramid using the frameworks like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, survival often takes precedence at the bottom. And most SEDIs find themselves at the bottom of the pyramid in most cases. And our primary motivations as maybe college graduates or young people in general is often survival. And however, even at this stage, I think it's crucial to adopt a strategic mindset to both survive in the current situation and then prioritize opportunities that can lead to greater long-term cash flows rather than solely just focusing on immediate employment that lacks exponential growth in the future. I think to achieve financial freedom early, prioritize talents over passion and select a growing industry. Learn essential skills, gain industry knowledge, and seek guidance from mentors to build valuable networks. While a high salary is important, focus on acquiring skills that lead to lucrative positions within 3 years. So, emphasizing long-term growth over immediate financial gains like the first 6 months, the first 12 months, is very important. And in the pursuit of success, financial measurement, I know, plays a significant role. So, ethical wealth creation within a defined time frame is a substantial indicator of success, as it allows us to achieve financial freedom. And some might ask, what is financial freedom? Financial freedom is living without the need to work for the entire part of your remaining life. But whether or not our initial pursuits were driven by passion is irrelevant. What matters is the outcome. We should align this outcome with our why in the first place. Our drive for survival and the creation of generational wealth, that's our why. So our professions should serve as the means to an end rather than being the ultimate objective. So until your first million, I think shelve the follow your passion mantra for dessert later on in your life. I think in the meantime, first 3 years, focus on your talents and the external drivers that can bring those first 6 zeros into your pocket. While financial inclusion for SEDIs is an important topic of discussion for everyone, it is equally crucial for us as SEDIs to take charge of our own financial inclusion. Instead of settling for low-paying paths that are commonly prescribed, let us proactively seek and pursue opportunities that can have potential to bring substantial financial benefits in the future. And I think by actively seeking avenues for financial growth, we can empower ourselves to break free from the constraints of limited earnings and create generational wealth for the future generations. And that's why I am creating opportunities for people to participate in my companies. For example, in one of my companies, Vasga Ventures, we collaborate with individuals, founders, businesses to bring strategic clarity to their actions. We align their current endeavors with long-term goals in a sustainable manner. And I think if you're interested in understanding more about strategic clarity and how to tell your story in a better way, how to position yourself for better results, both in the short term and in the long term, so that you can maximize the potential that you have, you can reach out to me. And thank you so much, guys, for taking your time to listen to this video. I hope this video has been beneficial to you. And if it has been of benefit to you, I would like to ask you kindly to like it and also to subscribe to this channel, and just to comment and tell me some of the topics that you might really think they are necessary for me to expound on as we take strategic clarity to push our potential further as we create generational wealth. Bye bye for now. Peace.